Chapter 71, Geto, Unsealed. The last echoes of loose energy shimmered through the training chamber like heat haze. Geto stood in the center, shoulders hunched, his long bangs plastered to his sweaty cheek. His cursed energy had finally settled into a fragile calm. Gojo's own cursed energy still wrapped around his like an invisible film, steadying it. Geto closed his eyes and exhaled shakily. The fight was over for now. Gojo's hand loosened its gentle grip around Geto's nape as he caught something flutter in the corner of his vision. He turned to look. He frowned. "Yaga," he cautioned softly. Yaga followed his gaze. A strip of parchment, frayed at the edges, red and black sigils disappearing, lay on the ground. "Is that—" Yaga moved closer. "Yeah," Gojo said grimly. His 6 eyes scanned the cursed energy signature from the paper. The seal was completely inert. He met Yaga's gaze. Yaga's stomach dropped. "That's one of the talismans, the full seal." They both stared at the harmless-looking paper. The sudden quiet alerted Geto, and he opened his eyes. "What's going on?" he asked, his voice hoarse. Gojo looked over at him. "Suguru, when did this come off?" Geto blinked, confused. He looked where Yaga's gaze had frozen. His breath hitched when he saw the parchment lying on the ground. "No, that's not—" He lifted his left arm. All that was remaining was a large patch of scar tissue. "It's not active anymore, which means it's been off longer than a few seconds," Yaga said. He and Gojo both looked at Geto. Geto lifted his right arm. The final seal, faintly pulsing, slid off as if it were waiting for its cue. It, too, fluttered silently to the ground. "What the hell?" Gojo muttered. "I didn't do anything," Geto stammered. "It just let go." "This isn't supposed to happen. Not on its own." Yaga shook his head. "Yaga, we should reapply the seals," Gojo said. "We can't. This will be seen as a failure, a weakness. They'll question why we couldn't keep him sealed. They'll ask why we let this happen," Yaga cut in. "But we didn't let anything," Gojo started to argue. "It doesn't matter what actually happened, Gojo. Do you want the higher-ups to take over the situation themselves?" Yaga's voice was sharp. "Don't talk about me like I'm not here," Geto interrupted. His cursed energy would have been at full power now and flaring out of control if Gojo hadn't been keeping it at bay. Yaga's voice hardened. "If the higher-ups find out, they'll see this as negligence. If they move to contain him themselves, you know what that means." Gojo stepped closer to Geto. His cursed energy swelled like a wave about to break. It felt protective and furious all at once. "They'll have to get through me first," Gojo said in a low voice. Yaga stared at Gojo, an unspoken warning in his eye, but Gojo didn't look away. Geto said nothing. He looked at Gojo, concerned. A chill came over him as the weight of their words settled. Silence fell upon the chamber. Only the faint hum of Gojo's infinity filled the space, wrapping around him and Geto like a vow.